So the big question right now is simple. Is Apple about to make the E model an annual thing? Because if the reports are accurate, the iPhone 17e is coming in spring 2026, and it could completely change Apple's lower cost strategy. Let's break down everything we know in under 3 minutes. According to Bloomberg's Mark Gurman, the iPhone 17e, internally codenamed V59, is expected to launch in the first half of 2026. While some early leaks suggested February, more recent supply chain reports from the elec indicate a slightly later window, likely April or May 2026. This supports Apple's new split launch strategy, Pro models in September, Base and E models in spring. That keeps iPhone momentum going all year. Pricing is expected to start at $599, matching the previous generation. However, display supply constraints from Samsung and LG could increase production costs slightly. Still, Apple will likely keep that $599 entry point to stay competitive against devices like Google Pixel 9a, Samsung Galaxy S25 FE. Carrier deals and trade-ins will probably bring the effective price down even further. Here's the exciting part. The iPhone 17e is rumored to use the A19 chip, the same processor expected in the standard iPhone 17 lineup. That means flagship-level performance at a mid-range price. To differentiate it, Apple may reduce GPU cores slightly, similar to what they've done before, but overall speed should be excellent. Expect smooth everyday performance, strong battery efficiency, support for Apple Intelligence features, likely paired with 8 GB of RAM. The 17e is expected to move closer to the design language of the iPhone 15. That could mean slightly curved edges, more refined chassis, possibly the dynamic island. However, display leaks suggest it may reuse the same 6.1-inch Super Retina XDR OLED panel from the iPhone 14. So expect 6.1-inch display, 60 Hz refresh rate, around 1200 nits peak brightness. Promotion 120 Hz will remain exclusive to Pro models. The rear camera will likely stay at 48 megapixels, continuing Apple's single lens approach for the E model. The front camera, however, could see an upgrade, possibly inheriting the newer 18-megapixel sensor from the iPhone 17 lineup. Video recording will likely cap at 4K 60 FPS. No Pro RAW, no log recording, those stay Pro exclusive. Apple's strategy here is clear, fewer lenses, but strong computational photography. Battery capacity is expected to stay around 4000 mAh, similar to its predecessor. Charging speeds will likely remain 20W wired, 50% in 30 minutes. MagSafe support remains uncertain, and could be one of the differentiators between the E and flagship models. The A19 chip should bring small efficiency improvements, helping battery life slightly. The iPhone 17e will ship with iOS 26 and support Apple Intelligence features, though possibly a limited version compared to Pro models. Face ID will remain standard. And if Apple's track record holds, the 17e should receive updates well into the early 2030s. You should consider waiting if you're using an older device like an iPhone SE, 11, or 12. You want modern design without paying Pro prices. You care about long-term software support. The iPhone 17e could become Apple's new sweet spot, flagship performance at a mid-tier price. And if Apple truly commits to annual E upgrades, this lineup could replace the old SE strategy completely. We'll keep watching for more leaks, but right now, spring 2026 is looking very likely.